Hey there everyone. So something super strange happened. I did a video for our Circadian oracle reading. This was the card I got, the Air and Fire Dragon, and the video got deleted. I think I deleted it. I was cleaning out my phone and I accidentally deleted it. So expand your creative energies, harness your creativity, excitement, and enthusiasm, communicate your passion. So I'm going to do 2 cards because I feel like that was divine. And on this card, essentially, air and fire creates an explosion. So it's an explosion, an expansion of creativity, of energy, of passion, of whatever it is that you're working on. It's going to explode at this time. Now, you want to be careful because you don't want to get caught in the frenzy of it all. Also, at this time, things may be a little more chaotic than normal, or you may notice that there are a lot of energies around you that are chaotic, and I encourage you to not get caught up in those energies. I encourage you to be the eye of the storm. Be immovable and focused on what you want to do. You know, and if you're in the searching phase, then I implore you to search, expand, explore. The biggest exploration doesn't always have to be travel. Exploration could be anything. It could be in the mind. It could be taking a walk and noticing something new. Exploration is simply learning through experience, and or taking something that you learn and applying it. So that would be exploration. You can explore with your magic. You can explore with spells. You can explore through practicing radical, unconditional love. Experiments or exploration. So you can do all those things. Now, let me clear this really quick because I didn't. Oh, maybe one side bigger than the other. It's weird. That part was weird too. Alright, so let's put some energy on the cards for Monday. Now you notice that the more you communicate psychically and telepathically with the world around you, the more it communicates back. But you have to be willing to listen. And in a world where everyone's rushing around, people are starting to slow down, especially those who are learning entrepreneurship and having their own businesses. You learn to slow down. You speed up when you need to, you slow down when you need to. But if you can listen, the insight you'll receive will be grand. Sorry. Grand, but not absolute. That's the whole thing. Everything's always subject to change. So finding the foundational structure, finding the foundation is like a big deal. Boom. Wake up. You can even communicate with your own body, like I'm doing with my hands right now. It's just so beautiful. So many ways to communicate. And we only think that talking and body language, so many more ways. No, this is it. Card, I can feel it. And there's a process actually happening. It's not just I'm like, oh, this is the card, I can feel it. What happens with, like saying, communicating, magnetism is communication. So your hands have portals. That's why, like in comic books and stuff, you'll shoot energy out of your hands. So when you're dealing with someone who's a reader, or channel, because I'm more channel than I read. I only read for fun, I guess. And for clients that need the cards, I'll read for them as well. But the portal, your hands, when you go like this, you know when you were a kid you do this? And you can feel it. There's a form of like magnetism between your hands. You're like, what is that? And you bring them apart. And then when your friend puts their hands over you and they slowly push them together, or they go like this and they come apart. So your hands can create, even down to your little fingertips, have magnetism. Everything's interconnected. So this is what we got. So we had that first card, right? So then we reshuffled, and it's funny because it's Monday, Moon Day, and we have a full moon. I love doing that with them, hiding from people. Anyway, hold on, let me turn this off for 2 seconds so you guys can see this clear. As clear as I can get it. Silver Lunar Dragon. So yes, so that was divine alignment then, that I happened to delete the first video because you got the first message, more grounded message, and now you also got your higher dimensional message. Bathes you in divine feminine light. Come into balance and practice peace, harmony, and cooperation. Expand your causal chakra. The causal chakra, I believe that is the one at the crown or above the head. I'm gonna double check because nobody talks about the causal chakra, or they use a different name. So I like to check things out to make sure that I'm being as accurate as possible. 4 inches behind the center, above the crown. Okay, yeah, so the causal chakra is above the crown. It's literally above your head. Because there's more chakras. There are chakras even outside of the body. Ah, I found a graph on it too. Perfect. See, a stellar, solar, gateway, causal vortex. Okay. So, we're going to be dealing with we'll be dealing with your rod. Because how the energy flows in when you're channeling through the top of your head and then through your chakras is kind of like a rod. So you're going to be dealing with higher vibrational energies and entities and sort of growing your ability to channel, your ability to vibrate higher, your ability to communicate higher. And that's so weird because what were we just talking about? I was talking about how you can communicate with everything. So yeah, there's a constant communication, a psychic communication going on if you would only notice it. It'll come to you. You can speak to spirits, you can speak to trees, you can speak to a fucking chair. You can be like, hey chair, how was your day? You sit long enough, the chair's gonna say something to you. Whether you hear it telepathically or you touch the chair, maybe you could feel who was sitting in it before you got there. So things like that really help you to start to see the interconnectedness of everything. And even if you are like, oh, that's crazy or whatever, like, these are things that are coming from within your own divine mind. So you have to be aware of that. Everything is you pushed out. And you do have co-creators, and we all act as mirrors for each other. So one is not, you are the center of your universe, but you are not the center of the universe. Everything is working together. So it's really important to kill your ego, not to constantly see yourself as the center of the universe. You are the center of your universe, but that's not the only universe that exists. There are many universes. So everybody, and this is also how you have different people who are dealing in different frequency and vibrations and are coloring their world in different ways. How do you want to color your world? You know, obviously there's a lot of creative energy flowing. And this is really going to be about bringing peace and harmony and coming out of Mars, coming out of the war-like state. If you see people warring around you, try your best to not get involved. Bring peace, bring harmony, bring those higher vibrations. Anyway, love you guys. Peace out.